obviously, the back of my mind, there's like, if I'm not very good at it, then just send them to boarding school at 8. Like, someone else can take over.
Jaack, as we said at the start, you're about to be a dad.
Yes.
So congrats, first of all.
Thank you.
Are you nervous?
Yes, very nervous. It's absolutely terrifying because I don't know. I'm just not a very good adult. I don't think. I still am quite tied to my feckless 20-year-old self, and now have realised that with the impending arrival of a child, that probably has to change. I still can't drive. I'm late to everything.
You were early.
I'm a hot mess.
Early here.
I was very early, but that's because I got the time wrong. I thought I was meant to be here at 11, so I was
you were-
technically
you were
half
late.
an hour late. Even when I'm early, I'm late because I've got the time wrong. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm just a bit of a hot mess sometimes, and I just feel like now that I've got a child, probably can't get away with that as much.
Do you still have much social time, like with your mates and pubs and whatnot? Because you're working flat out. You seem to be working flat out all the time. So is that got to be knocked on the head?
No, I still try to maintain a pretty active social life as well, and that's why I love spending time in the UK, because I can hang out with my mates. My buddy opened a pub as well. He's a brewer. He's quite a dangerous friend to have, to be honest. And then he opened a pub 10 minutes away from my house, so I spend quite a lot of time there with him and the rest of my mates who all live together in the same student house when we were at Manchester, and then we've remained really good mates ever since. So I hang out a lot with them, and yeah, I try to see as much of them as I can, because it's fucking great to not lose sight of that. And you can get so snowed under with work, and I don't know, going over to America and hanging out with people that are all in the industry, and I'm just like, ugh. Eventually I really need to just pull the ripcord and come back and talk about football and
I
drink.
think that's the main reason why I don't want a kid. I just like the pub too much.
Yeah.
Like when I'm at home, it's pub.
Yeah.
So if I have a kid, that equals no pub.
But can you not take kid to pub?
Yeah, but if I take kid to pub, minimal beer.
Why are you speaking like this?
Yeah.
That's
It's almost like you're trying to explain it to your future child. You understand why I am not going to be a dad, because I cannot maintain alcoholism if you are around.
responsibility bad.
Yes. Daddy wants to go to pub and get so drunk that he comes home and shits bed. Mummy will then have to change.
What type of dad do you think you'll be?
One of them. One of the ones that I've just described. No. I don't know. I feel like I want to be... Yeah, I mean, I want to try and be a hands-on dad and make sure that I'm present and change the odd nappy and help out.
The odd nappy.
But there's always... I mean, obviously, the back of my mind, there's if I'm not very good at it, then just send them to boarding school at 8, like my dad with me. Someone else can take over. That's the backup plan.
Have you ever changed a nappy, Stevie?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, my sister's got 6 kids.
Oh my god.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, 6 girls.
She's a slag.
Yeah. I was going to say Catholic. That gives another
All girls as well.
option.
Yeah, all girls. She had the first one 2 days after her 18th birthday, so I would have been 14. So I used to babysit and stuff then.
Yeah.
I've never changed a nappy in my life.
I've changed a nappy already.
Have you?
Yeah, I did this film called Mother's Day, which was Valentine's Day and what was the other one? New Year's Eve, one of those sort of very cheesy romantic comedies. And I played a stand-up comedian who had a baby, and there was this scene where he enters this stand-up comedy competition and the babysitter bails and he has to take the baby up on stage, and then halfway through his comedy set he has to change the baby's nappy.
So they give you real babies.
Yeah, well, 2 babies. It was like twins.
Right.
And they would sub them out so that, one baby could have a rest and then the other baby
A
would...
bit like Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. In order to do this scene, I had to learn how to change a nappy. So I went round to the kind of stage mum's house and she showed me how to change the nappy, and I practiced on one of her babies, which is pretty weird. But I was actually quite good at it, and I managed to get it all down.
Messy nappies.
No, I don't. I think they were unsoiled nappies. I think they were just
that's
dummy,
light work,
dummy
isn't it?
nappies, exactly. And so, like, mastered the art of nappy changing, and then did the scene and filmed it all, and then it all got cut from the movie, so it was completely pointless.
fucking
Oh,
hell.
so I thought.
I've come up with some baby names for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you got a names? Yeah.
I've got a couple of thoughts.
Okay. Well, maybe put them on the back burner because these are pretty. Good.
I haven't
My
heard these yet.
girlfriend's called Roxy after Roxanne, and she said to me the other day that she's called Roxy after her dad's favourite song, and she was like, "Well, maybe we could go that route." And I was like, "We can't call our kid Mambo Number 5. That is not an appropriate name for a child."
Okay, these are my list. Fiona's actually suggested Jaack's with an X.
That would be so confusing.
But you got the J for Jaack and the X for Roxy. Jaack's is a very sort of Kardashian-esque
Yeah.
merge.
Jaack's Whitehall. No, I think it was just
Yeah, it is shit.
Throw Fiona under the bus
yeah,
there.
Yeah, no, it is shit.
I'm thinking you're very, very successful. So's your other half. So your kid's going to have a lot of pressure
Yeah.
to grow up and replicate that.
Yeah.
So give them the best start they can have by calling them Macaulay. Macaulay.
Are you trying to say
Macaulay.
Macaulay?
Macaulay.
I meant to say Macaulay.
Yeah.
Macaulay.
Macaulay.
Macaulay. Macaulay Culkin.
Best chance in life if I call Macaulay.
Call it. Yeah, actually, I'm sticking with it. Call him Macaulay.
Macaulay.
Yeah.
I quite like Macaulay.
Macaulay.
Yeah.
If I see that,
It feels
in
a
the
little bit like Scottish appropriation.
It's a hate crime.
Macaulay.
Yeah, Macaulay could be in Home Alone
Have
4.
I just read what you've put for the next one?
Clifford the Little White Baby.
Little white baby.
What if it comes out ginger?
Clifford the Little Red Baby.
Little red baby.
Yeah, you can mix it up.
Yeah.
We've got Stephen, because our friend Stephen tries.
Oh.
He's probably the daddy now.
Definitely not calling it. I do not want to think of Stephen Tries every time I look at my infant child.
Winston.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were suggesting Winston.
Right.
Underneath that picture that I posted of me and my girlfriend announcing our pregnancy, every other message was, "Are you going to call it Winston?" Absolutely not.
2 more. Rock, because of the love of your life.
Yes.
Dwayne the Rock
Yeah,
Johnson.
my rock. Everyone's rock. Yeah, that would be quite good.
Rock Whitehall.
Rock Whitehall.
Sounds quite good. And then the final one. You're in a new film called Robots.
Yeah.
Siri.
Siri.
Siri Whitehall.
I feel so sorry, by the way, for people not called Siri because well, there must be people called Siri, but Alexa as well. Like,
Yeah.
Alexa really ruined that name.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
And it's a beautiful name, but anyone that's called Alexa now, all you think of is that stupid thing. That
Yeah,
machine.
fucked it. So you're not going Siri then?
I don't think we're going
I'm
to
getting the vibe you're not going Siri.
No.
I'm getting the vibe you're not getting any of them.
No. Maybe Ryan to remind me of my favourite airline.